Wow, looks really nice. Hey, it even looks good back here. Hey YouTube! First of all, I wanted to say right now I'm filming on a camera I borrowed from a friend. This is the Canon EOS T3i Rebel. I will be explaining why I borrowed this camera towards the end of the video, because of a special reason. But, you know, this camera might be used for other future projects and stuff I do on this channel, as I'll be doing some stuff with my friend who likes making films. And I really am amazed with the quality. Once I blow it up in the computer, I will more easily notice some of the grain on the video. But it looks really good right now, especially compared to some of the other cameras that I've used in the past, like that alarm clocks video. Don't like that camera. Wish I would have remembered I had this thing around. Anyways, it's really nice, and this video probably could look a whole lot better because I don't know much about the settings of this camera. But yeah, so expect this coming up, a little announcement there. And so, recently, I got 100 subscribers on my channel. Right now I've got 103 subscribers. Thank you guys. But YouTube, about a month ago, I think it was, said, hey, you got 100 subscribers. And that was on my phone. And apparently it's a big number, which I never really thought about that much. You know, I'll explain more about that one at the very end of the video. But, I've got two ways to thank you guys. So the first way is, go look on this channel and find anything that you guys like. And message me any way that you can and say, I liked this. Can you do more of that? And I'll see if I can do more of it. There is some stuff where I won't necessarily be able to do more of it, or I might not really want to, but, you know, I'll see if I can. Like for game videos, they're fun. It's fun to play games every once in a while. Yeah, and I'm not too a big fan of like filming a game and then uploading it. It's okay. But usually if I'm playing a game, I like to play it just because I don't feel like doing any of the other stuff that I do throughout my day. You know, kind of a last resort thing. But if you wanted, I could find a way to do a few more game videos. I've got short films, different things like that I've planned that I want to do first. So I'll be doing some of that, and if you guys ask for game videos or whatever, I can see if I can slip it in with that. But I'll definitely try and do more of what you guys want. The other thing I have to thank you guys are these. So, quick story about how these got started, and I'll show you up close here. So first of all, what I have right here is this. And I know it's going to be a little bit overexposed because I'm getting closer to my light source, but you guys can see this good enough. It's a flower. Let me get real close here and alter my focus. That looks good right there. Anyway, so this is a flower. And it's a dust plug cover for my cell phone, as you can see right there. I do need to fix the knot on top of it and do a little bit more work on it. But I noticed a little bit of dust in my cell phone headphone jack one day, and I was like, that's more dust than I've noticed before. And most people don't use these, so it's not necessary, but I was like, why not? So I was looking online, and I decided to go with a rose. It's from the end of my book, The Disease of Planet V. And so you can get a dust plug cover that has the rose on top here, the red flower, just on the plug cover without the leaves. But I wanted something a little bit nicer, and I decided to make it dangling down with some, that's a spider wire fishing line. So I made this for myself. The rose is an earring, and I bought some glass beads, and it looks really nice. You know, like I said, I do need to do a little bit of fix-up on this. But I made it for myself, and so I used it to keep dust out of my cell phone. So then, when I got the dust plug cover, you can only buy these blank covers in packs of 100. So I was like, I might as well do something with them. So I spent extra money and got these square keychain photo frames, and I decided to use them to advertise, so I could advertise my channel and give them out to you guys. I'm giving these out to friends and family, fans, and they're free. Well, if you live... like, if I can't actually, like, meet you somewhere and give it to you, you have to be shipped to you, you're going to have to pay for shipping. But it's really not that much. So let me show you guys how cool these are. So it's a dust plug cover for your cell phone, for the headphone jack. This little white clear thing just slips into the headphone jack. Doesn't change the cell phone, turn it into headphone mode. It doesn't make that kind of a connection. Just plugs in to keep dust out. And about 3 inches away, try to keep it the same distance, is this right here. And the knots, by the way, some of the older ones I was using a surgeon's knot, but that wasn't really working, so I switched to a fishing knot, which seems to work a lot better and makes more sense because surgeon's knots done with more like twine. This is slick fishing line. So I've done that, and I put a drop of glue on top. However, I'm not 100% positive. The glue is probably not the best for this application because it's glass glue. But it said glass, it could hold glass to plastic and rubber. So I figured it might be able to hold these two together. Anyways, I've got glue on both knots, so that should be good and sturdy. You got the keychain thing here. So on the keychain thing, on this side here, what we have is my, and it looks backwards on the screen, but it's probably not, I don't know, that's trippy way it happens that way, looking in screens. But anyways, got the Coastals 101 logo, and at the bottom, there is a tiny URL, or in this case, this is a Google version of it. It's great. And then on the other side, I have a QR code that leads to my channel. Now, I wanted a visual QR code, and what those are, they take a picture, and then they put a QR code on top of it with their special algorithm. So instead of looking like this pattern, it looks more like you can kind of see some dots on top of the picture. You guys can Google those if you want to see an example of that. But with those online services, you had to have either a paid account, or they'd redirect you to an ad. I didn't want to do that. So I came up with the next best thing. What I did is I took the QR code and I cut it out of my channel logo. If you guys can kind of, let me see if I can move this. There we go. You guys can kind of barely see it on there. I know it's tricky to see it on, but you guys can barely, it's barely noticeable because it's very dark. But I cut it out of there so you can kind of make out the 101 on there. And I did have to make it really dark for it to read. But so then that's also my channel logo, but it's a QR code to my channel. And I did both methods of a tiny URL or BitLink and this QR code so that you could get to my channel, like, you know, if you're on a smartphone, quickly snap the code, or if you're on some other medium, you can do that. And so I have right now about 80 of these. Well, a little bit less than that because I've already given some out. And I was going to do full 99, but I didn't have enough money for the rest of these keychain things. So I decided, so I bought what I could. And if it goes well, and there are still people that want the rest, then I will go ahead and buy the rest that I need to make the rest of them. But yes, this is free. Unless it needs to be shipped to you, then just pay for shipping. But that'll be really cheap for something like this. And, you know, they're pretty nice. I like the quality of the products that I've used here. Sometimes that's a little bit rocky on this part right here, which is the part that you fit over the picture to hold it in place, you know. But they're pretty good. So anyways, final announcements for this video. So we finished The Neverhood with Carrie. That was great. And the music video that we were going to work on with her, you know, I was busy, she was busy, the other guys we were filming with were busy, and so, you know, we didn't get that done, and I'm going to have to pick a different actor now because Carrie got married, which is why I borrowed this camera. She asked me to film her wedding reception and whatnot, and so she's gotten married, very special time in her life, and I'm going to be looking for a different actor for that video. Sorry to disappoint any of you guys, but hey, that's what happened. And I'll make sure I pick somebody just as good as her. So that's what's happening with that music video, and I've got some other music video / short film ideas working around in my head that I want to film with friends. And so the final thing too is about numbers. I only recently have I kind of sort of started focusing on numbers and the YouTube analytics and stuff. So when I started making films and things, it was just kind of because it was kind of interesting and fun, and I enjoyed learning about Movie Maker, but I really didn't care much about what people thought of the final product. If they said, yeah, it's pretty good, that was good enough for me. As long as they didn't go, oh my goodness, that was horrible, what did you make? Then, you know. But it started that way, and no real desire to share them with the world. But then there was a site called Adam Films, and they were like Star Wars Fan Film Central when they were online, and if you upload your videos and they win the contest, they go on Comedy Central and you make money. Money is what pulled me in. There's a chance that my video would be funny enough, or whatever, that people would like it, and I'd make money. But after that site had problems, I moved on to YouTube, because after being on there for a little bit, I was like, you know, it's having problems and support's no help, I can't log in. Let's try YouTube out. I kind of like having my videos on here. And that was kind of a I want to be famous driven kind of a thing. But quickly that disappeared. And it turned more into just I want to put clean content on the internet. And in more recent years, after taking one of the YouTube Creator Academy bootcamp things, I've started noticing, look, if I want to spread goodness around the internet, focus on the numbers. Look at how many subscribers you have. Look at how many different, views you get and stuff. Find out what people like and do that, and you'll get more views and whatnot. And so after that, I was like, okay, I'll start doing this, because it allows me to get more views, which spreads goodness around the internet. That's my whole intent here. I really appreciate when you guys watch my videos. It's great. I like to hear your feedback and whatnot. It's really fun. And, I'm just here to put out good, clean family content. That is my main goal here on YouTube. Provide content that you don't have to worry about what your friends or family are going to see when they sit down to watch my channel. It's clean here. So that's my main goal, but I've more recently started focusing on numbers. And so because of that, it just didn't really click in my mind yet that 100 was like a decent milestone until YouTube told me about it. So yeah, thank you guys for subscribing. I really, really want to put out content that you guys like to see, as well as some of the stuff that I like to do as well. But, I'm not just going to be like, hey, look, I like this and I'm going to keep doing it if nobody likes it. I do recognize and understand that you guys want to see some stuff too, as well as, So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. You guys in another video, and seriously.